Hey guys, it's Strakas. This week we're at Brandon Straka's WalkAway movement in West Hollywood, California. We're going to talk to some folks inside and find out why people from the LGBTQ community are walking away from the Democratic Party. Let's see what's going on. Strakas talks.
WalkAway is a movement for all people on the left to take a look at what's going on with the Democratic Party, with the liberal media, and the whole ideology of liberalism in general, and really see it for what it is, which I think at this point is a movement of hate and intolerance and division. I think that identity politics and political correctness have taken over the Democratic Party and the political left, and that these things are being used as tools of division and hate, and they are dividing America, and it's very toxic.
WalkAway is about people who are fed up with the Democrat Party because they aren't getting things done. And basically they're trying to say that if you're gay, you have to vote one way. You can only be a Democrat. If you vote Republican, you're somehow a traitor to your sexuality, which is very strange.
As soon as I started asking questions overnight, I became a white supremacist, homophobic, transphobic Nazi. You know, I'd never been called any of this before in my life, and then suddenly, you know. So I think it's just the level of control they try to have over people that eventually you just can't take it anymore. And they've really given people nowhere to go except the center right. That's really the only place today where I think any sort of free thought exists.
I hate when they stereotype gay people, put them in a box. Just because I'm gay doesn't mean that I have to go with whatever people are saying. So I have my ideas, I support the economy of this country, I support national security, and those are like really big stuff that are important for me, so I'm here.
For WalkAway, I think it's really mainly about starting a conversation. Like, you know, us, the four of us speaking, we all believe different things. You know, some of them are more Republican, I'm more center-right. Like, it's just about thinking for yourself.
I think the misconceptions are that people on the right are all homophobic or that they're transphobic, that there is no seat at the table for LGBT people who are interested in conservatism or the Republican Party or supporting the president. I'm all of those things. I am a Republican conservative who supports the president. I have been warmly embraced and welcomed by all of those people, Trump supporters, Republicans, people in the conservative movement. This movement, the WalkAway campaign, could not succeed and be, you know, what it is if people had a problem with my sexuality. I've never had someone come to me and say, I love your movement, can't get on board because you're gay. They say, we don't care about your sexuality, we don't care that you're gay, we just love that you're doing something great for America.
And that's how they're able to enact their agenda, that they claim they're just fighting for black people and gay people and women and transgender people. If you think that the left loves any of these groups, try being one. Try being black or gay or transgender and disagree with them once. See what happens.
What were some of the reactions you got on the red carpet when they saw you in the MAGA jacket?
They told me, I hope that your babies die.
Oh.
That was one of the things they were shouting at me, all of the paparazzi. I hope your babies die.
Once upon a time, I was a liberal. Well, to be honest, less than a year ago, I was still a liberal. I became a liberal because I felt I'd found a tribe whose values aligned with my own. I staunchly reject racism of any kind. I reject the marginalization of any human being based off of their gender or sexual orientation. I reject tyrannical groupthink. I reject a system which allows an ambitious, misinformed, and dogmatic mob to suppress free speech, create false narratives, and apathetically steamroll over the truth. I reject the acceptance of junk science and superstition to advance ideological agendas. I reject hate. These are the reasons why I became a liberal. And these are the same reasons why I am now walking away. For years now, I have watched as the left has devolved into intolerant, inflexible, illogical, hateful, misguided, ill-informed, un-American, hypocritical, menacing, callous, ignorant, narrow-minded, and at times, blatantly fascistic behavior and rhetoric. Liberalism has been co-opted and absorbed by the very characteristics it claims to fight against. For years now, I've watched as people on the left have become anesthetized to their own prejudices and bigotry, and the prejudices and bigotry of those around them who echo their values. I have watched as formerly sensible people who claim to reject racism have come to embrace the principles of universally hating and blaming all of society's problems on all people who have white skin. I have witnessed the irony of advocacy for gender equality morph into blatant hatred and intolerance of men and masculinity. I have seen the once earnest fight for equality for the LGBT community mutate into an illogical demonization of heteronormativity and the push to vilify and attack our conventional concepts of gender. These same self-proclaimed victims of intolerance now turning on the gay community that they attached themselves to advance their agenda, now calling gay people privileged and themselves victims of injustice. I have watched as the left has allowed themselves to become hypnotized by false narratives and conclusions perpetuated by social justice warriors who misrepresent and misconstrue facts, evidence, and events to confirm their own biases that everyone who does not comply with their prejudicial conclusions and follow their orders is a racist, a bigot, a Nazi, a white supremacist, homophobic, Islamophobic, xenophobic, misogynistic, and alt-right extremist. And I have watched as they have used these heartless and carelessly assigned labels to intimidate, threaten, bully, silence, attack, unemploy, blacklist, and destroy anybody who dares to fight back. They'll come for me, and then they'll come for you.